Hi and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessica Sanchez. I do beauty, fashion, lifestyle, and planner videos here on this channel. If you are new here to this channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any other videos, and you can check out previous videos that I have on my channel. If you are not new here and you've been a subscriber, thank you so much for coming back and watching another video with me. In today's video, I will be reviewing a few brushes from Walgreens. They are the new synthetic brushes, and I did pick up 5, so we will be putting them to the test and reviewing them on camera. So I will be showing you how I use them and checking out how well they do. So one thing that definitely attracted me to these brushes was the hardware. If you can tell, it is more like a rose gold tone to it instead of just gold the way the camera's picking it up, but it is rose gold, and they just looked very fancy for, you know, being Walgreens brushes, and they were reasonably priced. So I think the most expensive one was $5.99, and then they ranged from $4.99, $3.99, and the cheapest was $2.99. So I did pick up only 5. My Walgreens was not really that stocked up. I mean, Southside Chicago problems, tell me about it. But I did pick up the ones I could so that I could test them and show you guys what I think about these brushes and how well they do. So let's get to it. The first brush we're going to try out is the eyeshadow brush, and this one is a dual brush. So it has 2 different ends to it, which is really nice. One is more like a packing on brush, and then the other one is more of a blending brush, which is nice. So the first thing I noticed about this brush is it does have this matte black part right here, and it is that soft matte finish to it, so that's kind of nice. And then of course the rose gold hardware right here. And you know, from just looking at it, it doesn't have a brand, so it doesn't say Walgreens anywhere on there, but it looks like a nice decent sized brush. It is very lightweight, so it doesn't feel, you know, too luxurious, too heavy. And then feeling out the brush itself, they are super soft. They feel really, really nice, so hopefully they do a good job at applying eyeshadow. So with this brush, I will be using some of the Jaclyn Hill palette eyeshadows, and let's get to it. I will be taking the second eyeshadow here and using this side of the brush to pack it all on my lid. So one thing I forgot to mention is that I had already prepped my eyes. I have moisturizer on and primer, so I'm only going to be using the makeup products that apply to the 5 brushes that I purchased. So any in-between steps you will not see. We're just going to get straight to the point and review these brushes. So far with this side of the eyeshadow brush, it packed on the shadow very, very nicely. The actual bristles on this brush are really soft, so they're not scratchy at all, so it just glided on really nicely on my eyelid without it hurting me or anything like that. So far this side is great. So now I'm going to go in with this shade right here, and I will be using the other side of the brush, which is more of the blender tool. So it did do a really nice job at blending out that nice light brown shade. And again, this side is soft as well, so I really, really like the softness and the feel to these brushes. And now I will be going in with this shade right here with that same blender side. And I am using this look to go out tonight, so I will be adding a little bit of shimmer to this eye look. So I just want to deepen up that crease just a little bit more so it complements that strong shimmery shadow. I do like this brush. From what I'm looking at, it blended out the shadows really nicely, and on the other side it did pack on the shadow nicely as well. They are soft, and I just like the whole overall look of this, and I like also that it was dual-ended. I do believe this one was $3.99 if I'm not mistaken, but I will put all of these brushes down below in the description bar, and if I have the prices I will include them as well. Now I'm going to finish up the eye look and then I'll be back and we'll do brows. Alright, so I already added my eyeshadow, my lashes, mascara, and then I also put on foundation and concealer, and now we're going to move on to our brows using the brow brush. And this brow brush actually has two ends as well. It has the spoolie on one side and then the actual brush tip on the other side. So let's put it to the test. So this brush is a little bit thicker than the one I usually use on my eyebrows, but I do like the way it filled it in. As you can see, this one is filled in and this one isn't, and it filled it in really nicely and very evenly, and this brush is also really soft, so I like that. I just finished this eyebrow, and I will say this is a very nice brush. It is very similar to the one I already used, but this one is just a little bit thicker on the actual brow brush itself. But I do see myself using this a lot more and using it when I'm not using the other one, so I do like this one a lot. So next up is the powder brush, and I will be using this brush to bronze up my face. I do really like the bristles on this one and the way it feels on the skin, very, very soft again. But my only complaint about this brush is that it is a little bit too short. So my usual bronzer brush is this one here by Morphe, and if you compare it side by side, it is shorter. So that is my only complaint, the size of the brush, but it is a very, very nice brush, and this one I believe was the most pricey one out of the bunch. I think this one was the $5.99 brush. But yeah, I do like the quality of this brush. I just wish the handle was just slightly bigger. That's it. Next up, I'm taking this stippling brush and applying blush. So I just finished applying my blush with the stippling brush, and I will say I do love using stippling brushes for blush because it just blends out your blush really, really nicely and makes it look more natural and more effortless, I guess you could say. And again, the only con I have for this brush is that it is short. So comparing it again to my Morphe bronzer brush, it is very short. So I just wish they would add just a little bit more length to these brushes that are the face brushes, because we just need a little bit more length so that we can blend things out really, really nicely. So if you're too close to the actual bristles of the brush, it just makes everything look harsh. So with giving you more length to work with to blend things out, it just makes it look more natural and more nicely put together. But I do love the bristles on this. It is a little bit less round than my usual stippling brush that I like to use, but it did apply the product really, really nicely on the skin. I like it. So the last brush is this one here. It is their fan brush, and I already took it off the packaging, so sorry about that, but it did come with a little protector for it. So I will be using Becca and Jaclyn Hill's Champagne Pop, and this is a cute baby version of it, so I'll be taking that. So that's the highlight brush. It did apply the highlight really nicely, which I do like. The only con for this one, just like the other two brushes, is that it is short. So the actual handle of it is just slightly shorter than the brushes I like to use for my face. But other than that, the bristles are really soft and it applied the highlight really nicely, so I like it. So my final thoughts on these new synthetic brushes at Walgreens is that they're a good buy. I can say that you definitely need these in your life, but they are a good buy. They are good quality. They're very, very soft. If you're looking for soft, affordable brushes, or if you're just looking for synthetic brushes in general, I would definitely recommend you pick them up. And they could be found at Walgreens, so most of us have Walgreens down the street from us, so very easy to find. And I will say that my two favorite brushes from them all were these two right here, the eyeshadow brush and the eyebrow brush. And I did like that they were dual-sided, so easy to take with me when I travel. I just have, you know, two eyeshadow brushes in one, and then I have my spoolie and my eyebrow brush in another one. So I can't really say that I'm a huge fan of the face brushes, but you know, they were good quality. I just prefer my brushes to be just a little bit longer, maybe just even just 1 inch or 2 inches longer. but they are good quality brushes, and I think, you know, they might come in handy when I travel to just pop them in my travel bag, but overall, good brushes. Definitely pick them up from Walgreens if you're looking for affordable, good quality brushes that are very, very soft. But yeah, good job Walgreens. That's it for this video. I hope you guys all enjoyed this review. If you have any suggestions on how I can improve my videos, or if you have any suggestions for other video ideas, please leave them down below in the comment section. Don't forget to hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!